quiet on the set, or at least as quiet as it can be. All right. And action. So hi, Miss Mary. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, good. Would you like to introduce yourself real quickly?
I'm Mary Harvey. I'm the current manager of Alta Midnight Detroit. I've been working here for 3.5 years now. Yeah, well, it's great.
My name is King Daniels. I work at Vault of Midnight Detroit. I also am an artist outside of this place. Artist, comic book shop employee, writer, Instagrammer. There we go.
I have been a fan of art my whole life and comics for a more, probably the last 10 years or so. And they've always created a very welcoming and cool environment.
What makes Detroit special for you?
I feel like there's almost nothing about Detroit that isn't special. That's like asking what makes the world special. There's so many things I can list off. I think primarily it would be the people though. There's a number of infrastructural problems that take place, but overall the people are what make it worthy to be here.
I think Detroit is great for a lot of reasons. I think you get, the culture and livelihood of being in a city, and you also have a really deep sense of community within those people that I think it's kind of lost in bigger cities. And there's so much going on, and there's so much rich culture and history and everything happening in it. It's a good city to be in for sure.
How would you say comic books have affected your life?
Well, I'm employed. Comic books have affected my life by giving me a job, which is really great. As you get older, it does get harder and harder to dedicate time and attention into reading, and comic books gave a more accessible sort of way of doing that. They're also deeply linked with counterculture and zines and all these accessible ways to make things, which I really support. They from time to time are considered a sort of lowbrow art as opposed to fine art, and I'm really interested in the ways that those two things overlap.
Comics sometimes allow you to see parts of yourself that otherwise you wouldn't. Whether it's the part of you that wants to be powerful, whether it's that secret part of you that knows that you have powers and you're just waiting on them to activate, whether it's some emotional component, something maybe even traumatic that you can't express to the people in your life. I think that comics open a door.
My hopes for the Alta Midnight are that, we keep kind of becoming a community place. Since we've moved over into the sort of new center of Milwaukee Junction area as opposed to downtown, we have been definitely getting more people from the neighborhoods in, which has been really great. We have been getting a lot of high school visits and different field trips and stuff, and we're getting back to doing our game nights over at Replay Cafe. And I think it would just be really great to keep kind of growing as this community thing.
How does it feel to see so many faces and customers come in and support your store and just gather for you?
It's really incredible to see how many people love Vault of Midnight, because that's kind of it is retail, but it is a specialty retail, and at the end of the day, when you realize you have made an impact on people and you have created this special place for them that you have been trying, all the work you've been trying to do is actually you're kind of achieving it, feels really good. And when we moved here during the pandemic, it was this big question. It's are we going to move from downtown and completely flop and no one's going to come see us again? But they did, and they show up, and honestly, we've been doing better than we were when we were more downtown. And it's been really good because there's people that have been coming here since before I started working at the Detroit location, and they still come here. And it's weird to say, I feel like they love us, but I feel like they love us, and it's nice, it's special.